Praise God, folks. It's a little vid. I'm getting a lot of feedback and email, different questions. So somebody asked me to do this, so I'm going to let's put this out here. Has Obama forgotten African Americans or Black America? As we know that the economy not only of America, but the entire world is in financial chaos right now. What the former Prime Minister of Greece said that profit for big companies and millionaires and billionaires are at an all-time high. But there are fewer higher paying jobs and a lot more lower wage jobs. Now I know people after people all up and down the East Coast who graduated from Salkehatchie University, Claflin University, Voorhees, all over Columbia, North Carolina, and New York, who are unemployed just because they speak a different language or the color of their skin is not white. And that's a fact, a reality. So the question stands, has Obama forgotten Black America? Now let me go into this. Anything I say, you can Google it up. It's on townhall.com. The editor of Thomson Reuters, Crystal Freeland, you could just type it up. You could just, she said that during her research, the middle class is getting worse. This is something we've been saying all along. Let me tell you something. Black American unemployment stands at 13.8%. And it's actually much higher than that when you count in people who have just given up. It's twice the national average, which is 7.9%. Now, some immigrants' their employment level has increased to 6.5%, while Black American employment hardly moved 1%. Minuscule. Just hardly noticeable. While you know in New York, the black male unemployment is at 50%. In Chicago is just the same, I think even higher. And I could go from state to state. All you have to do is type it up. It's just ridiculous. Now, Black America want to know, when will the first Black American president address some of their issues? And I have them here. Rising poverty, off the charts. Incarceration rates, off the charts. Growing educational gap. I'm going to tell you something else briefly. What's astounding? They did a research in Chicago. They took 100 black males and did research on them and found out that only 2% of 100 graduated with something as simple as a high school diploma. Yet they want to close down schools. And the problem Obama has not even addressed. Okay, and the economic decline of Black America, that's not being mentioned. And finally, last but not least, the destruction or breakdown, I prefer to say destruction, of the black family, which is, if 73% of all black children are born to a single parent household, which they are, that tells you everything you need to know. And this is what Obama said. He said that to the Black Caucus, He is not the president of Black America. He is the president of the United States of America, but he did not go to the leaders of the gay agenda. He did not go to the leaders of the immigration reform and tell them that he wasn't their president. He did mention it, but he went to the Black Caucus. And matter of fact, President Obama's one of his main priorities was the gay agenda or same-sex marriage. And they have made great strides, and they only make up, according to their ratings, 5% of the population. Yet they've made great strides. As well, another one of his major, what his priorities was immigration reform. That's another major priority. Yet, they said he has not given Black America one crumb. Now you take the Employment Commission. Since we suffer the most from unemployment, African Americans, I don't care where you are in America, you suffer the most. The Black Caucus sent him name after name of people who had their college degree and experience and were well capable of being in his cabinet. Even for, you figure, at least be over the employment agency. He looked over. He didn't even glance at it. He didn't even recommend that one. He didn't take any of that into consideration. We have been considered irrelevant to an entire political party. Matter of fact, let me tell you what he told the Black Caucus. Well, I already said it. Quit crying and tie your shoes up. Some people thought it was an insult. Matter of fact, he came down into Harlem. Everybody was out there waiting. You don't have to tell me nothing about Harlem because I know about New York. I was born and raised there. Believe me, I know right where he was. He slipped in and slipped out of the restaurant. We all know where the restaurant was. I don't have to repeat it. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? This man, he's not even relating to you. He's not. Do research on anybody that you vote for. Look at their track record to at least get some type of knowledge. What are their positions on things that relate to you and your community? What if does he stand for anything that's in common with your belief that would help you and your community? Matter of fact, it may be too late to go and try to put an agenda for Black America because he has no other election coming up for him or over his head. After he leaves office this time, that's it. This is what we've been selling you all along. This is what T-Mark's been saying. This is what scores of others been saying. We have got nothing out of it, and in most cases, we're far worse now than we've ever been. And it looks like there's no end in sight. But pray. When you put men and people on pedestals, this is the result. Pray that God moves on the leaders and the nations to make good, firm laws to help the people and not destroy anybody, especially the middle class or the poor. Because that's the only way we're going to make it. And pray for President Obama. He needs it. Because his advisors around him well, you know how I feel about him anyway. I don't hate the man. I'm not going to tell you anybody who to vote for. But I'll tell you just the way I feel. He's not going to do nothing for you. So, God bless you and keep the prayer going.